Kicking it off for DeSoto is number 18, Mason Drews. Back deep to receive it for Pacific is number 17, Josh Vondriska. And number 28, Job Courtney. Drews places it at the 40-yard line, and we are just seconds away from the start of the high school football season. DeSoto going left to right. He is there, and the kick is away. It's a low burner fielded by an up man at the 20-yard line. Up the middle to the 30, to the 35. Gets a hold, breaks through a tackle to the 45, and we are underway here at DeSoto with a great return and great starting field position for the Pacific Indians.
Jason Pruitt got in there. He was one of the last two. Got an arm wrapped around him and slowed him down to bring him down. That could have gone for a lot of yards with about 2 more steps.
Wasn't anything fancy, just right up the middle, and good blocking by the guys out in front. So Pacific will line up in their starting offense. Clint Anderson, their head coach, calls it the P-Town pistol, as in Pacific. It's a very narrow pistol formation with 2 running backs in the backfield. They hand it off to the up man. That is 45, Dalton Boyles. And he'll take it right up the middle for about 5 yards. Good pickup. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. They call it the P-Town pistol. Pistol formation is like a shotgun, but the quarterback a lot closer to the center than a normal shotgun. Here at the Pacific, the P-Town pistol, they move it even closer. 4 wide receivers out, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 runner in the backfield. They send a man in motion. The quarterback will take it himself, and Ian Roberts kind of fumbled the snap a little bit, bobbled it a little bit, and he just kind of fell on it and was taken down right maybe a half a yard behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of maybe half a yard, and it will remain 3rd and 5.
Looked like a little bit of confusion, maybe even a broken play. Not unheard of in the first game of the season.
Same formation here for Pacific, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Now they send a man in motion. That is Corey Parrish. Throw the long pass, almost intercepted right through the hands of Hunter Carey, the DeSoto corner. I don't know who Ian Roberts was throwing that to, but it was a little off target, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a great job in coverage. He beat the player to his route. There was a lot of contact, but they were both playing for the ball. Good job by Kerry Hunter there.
Number 7, Justin Gibbons.
Justin Gibbons and Hunter Carey will be back to receive the punt. Pacific, they will boot it away. High punt. It will bounce shy of the 24-yard line, take a Pacific bounce, roll down inside the 15 to the 14, and Pacific will down it right there at the 14-yard line, and that is where DeSoto will take over on offense. Well, not a great start on special teams for DeSoto, but a good 3 and out.
That was a good stand by them on defense. The first play, they picked up 5. DeSoto closed it down in the middle and even closed their gaps against this very tight offense and really closed up the middle where they wanted to run and forced that pass, and good coverage by Kerry Hunter.
So DeSoto will come out on offense. Left to right across the offensive line, they will look like this. At left tackle, John Tello. Lane Harness, Connor Lewis, Steven Spidell, Dalton Koch, and Clay Thomas is the tight end. Wide receivers are the seniors Dakota Kent and Hunter Carey. Matt Zarillo, the running back. Charlie Grissom, the fullback. And Zach Smith is your sophomore quarterback. They send a man in motion. Smith takes it, flips it out to number 15, Matt Zarillo, running the sweep around the left side, and he won't get much. In fact, he might have lost a half a yard.
That was a really good open fail tackle. He got in there, got a hold of those ankles, and just didn't let him go.
Was number 84.
So no gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Dragons. The defense for Pacific will give you that after this play here from the DeSoto Dragons. Smith in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking right. Going to throw it deep, looking for Lamont Allen. It is caught at the 50-yard line. He is to the races at the 20. That 10-5 DeSoto breaks that on top with an 85-yard pitch and catch from Zach Smith to Lamont Allen. And DeSoto takes the lead here in the first quarter. Touchdown, DeSoto Dragons. Whew, what a play.
Yes, it was. I told you that DeSoto had some athletes. Lamont Allen's a basketball player. He makes you work and earn your living. He is quick. A little bit of a wobbly pass, but just enough to get over the top of the hands of the free safety and off to the races. They were not catching Lamont Allen on that one.
Zach Smith, your sophomore quarterback, put that pass right on the money. Allen outstretched right in his hands. Perfect pass. That didn't look like a week one play, did it?
My first play from scrimmage is a 76-yard TD. I retire.
So Dalton,
Ball back.
Mason Dews to kick it up, and it is good. DeSoto takes the extra point, and they take a 7-0 lead here. 10:02 left in the first quarter. We'll take a minute timeout. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Ready to decorate but finding your funds a little short? Or maybe you're a savvy shopper and love to save money. Good as New is the store for you. Every item they carry is good as new. You'll find clean, beautiful furniture and other home decor items, along with jewelry, purses, and so much more. Visit Good as New, located at 602 South Main in DeSoto, or visit their other location, just like new, at 208 North Truman, Highway 6167 in Crystal City.
Faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District would like to welcome their students back to a great 2014-2015 school year. Work hard this year and strive for your personal best. You will carry the accomplishments that you achieve throughout your life. So welcome to the 2014-2015 school year. It's going to be a great year. This message brought to you by the faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District.
Back here at DeSoto High School after an 86-yard pass from Zach Smith to Lamont Allen, putting DeSoto on top 7-0. DeSoto will kick it off. It will be a short one, fielded by Vondriska. He's right up the middle, through a hole to the 50-yard line, and finally slowed down from behind, and they will make the tackle look like number 27, Jason Pruitt, made the tackle. Vondriska was slowed down at about the 50-yard line, but another good return for Pacific. And I can tell you, Doug Baker is thinking, hey, we need to work on our special teams.
Excellent special teams play so far by Pacific, and it's nothing fancy. Straight up the middle, simple cuts, good blocking. They're doing a great job on those kickoff returns.
So Pacific will start in DeSoto territory at the Dragon 43, 1st and 10. 4 receivers out. Now they send a man in motion. That's Vondriska. We get a flag, our first one of the day, and the play is blown dead. Thrown by the back judge. Head referee signals a illegal procedure on Pacific, and that will back them up 5 yards. I want to take this second to thank a couple of our sponsors here on KJFF, the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsborough, Medicine Shop Pharmacies in Festus, Plaza Tire Service in Festus, Comtree in Festus, YMCA of Jefferson County, Alan Depew, Farm Bureau Agent in Festus, Joe Reed, also Farm Bureau Agent, and Walmart Supercenter right here in DeSoto. 1st and 15 for Pacific at the Dragon 48-yard line. Handoff, no, kept by the quarterback, Ian Roberts, and he is sacked by number 56, Steven Spidell. And a great stand there by the DeSoto defense.
The offensive line completely missed Spidell on that. When he blew through a gap in that line, nobody touched him, and he went straight at the quarterback.
So that will back it up into Pacific territory at their 48, where it will be 2nd down and 20 to go for the Indians. They send a man in motion. They hand it off. No, they fake the throw, and it's missed, and it's intercepted by DeSoto. Back up the right side, that is Hunter Carey. He's down the sidelines. He is finally brought down inside the 20-yard line, right off the hands of Jason Kepke, and intercepted by Hunter Carey. And DeSoto has great field position inside the Pacific 20-yard line. What a turn of events DeSoto has come to play.
Kerry Hunter, we've mentioned that name 2 or 3 times tonight, mostly on tackles. This time he picks off the pass. If he doesn't get that hand on his ankle right there, he's in for a pick 6.
That was a great return by Carey. He broke a couple tackles. And so he returns it inside the Pacific 20-yard line.
We'll take a timeout here.
And the Dragons will take a timeout. We will take it as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. They are the #1 insurer of farms in the state of Missouri. That's why I'm wearing this big foam finger. It's from the Springfield Cardinals baseball team. They're a farm club. Whether you're a farm or a farm club, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is #1. This foam finger makes my hand sweat. Here, Dan, you take it.
For all your insurance needs, contact me, Farm Bureau Agent Joe Reed in Festus, 636-931-1112, or on Highway 61, just across from Mercy Hospital, Jefferson.
Back here at Soto High School after the interception returned by Hunter Carey. And the Dragons are on top 7-0 and threatening again. Snap back. Handoff right up the middle to number 3, Charlie Grissom, and he won't get much.
4 yards there on the stop. The reception will be number 56.
Give you some of the other scores. Grandview leads Chaffee 12-0 in the first quarter. St. Louis University High School on top of Hillsborough 21-0 in the second quarter. Afton on top of Windsor 21-0 in the second quarter. Pius trails Southern Boone County at halftime 13-6. Crystal City trails Brentwood 13-6 in the first quarter. And Perryville is on top of Sumner 7-0 at halftime.
And a handoff goes to number 16.
7-0 the score here at DeSoto.
He will have some yardage on the
Carried by number 15, Matt Zarillo, and it will be a 2-yard pickup, and it will be 3rd down and 3 for DeSoto. That make it 3rd down and 4.
first down.
Nice little misdirection play there. They had him coming in motion, handed the ball off right in front of the quarterback. Gap there. Pacific did a good job by the linebacking crew of closing it quickly.
3rd down and 3. Handoff is pitched to the right side to number 16, and he is just shy. Dakota Kent just shy of the goal line, brought down right at the 1-yard line on a flip to the right side. And he picks up a 1st down, and it will be 1st and goal for the Dragons.
Lucas Zerline got out there and put the pads on him just in time to keep him out of the end zone.
1st down and goal to go for DeSoto at the Pacific 1-yard line. And the Dragons have something going here in the first quarter with 7:55 left in the first quarter on top 7-0. Handoff up the middle, dive in, touchdown, Charlie Grissom. Nothing fancy on that play, just a 1-yard dive from Charlie Grissom. And DeSoto goes up 13-0 with 10 minutes with 7:50 left.
That was old-fashioned power football. Everybody drive forward off the snap, and he just ran right up behind his offensive line. Nice gap on that left side for him to put it in for their 2nd score of the game.
That will be over.
So a 1-yard run from Charlie Grissom. Mason DeRoos on to kick it. It is up, and it is good. And DeSoto goes up 14-0, and we will take another break. 14-0 the lead. DeSoto, 7:49 left in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to high school football at KJFF.
Putting your family first. Hi, this is Cheryl from the Jefferson County Family YMCA, reminding you to sign up for Saturday's Kids Night Out Extravaganza. This fun-filled event is for ages kindergarten through 11 years. Children will spend the evening enjoying crafts, gym games, swimming, and even receive a snack. Have your kids wear their gym shoes and bring their swimsuit and towel. Registration ends Friday evening, so call the Y at 931-9622 to register your child today.
Hi, I'm Dan, and this is Clay. And Clay, I was thinking, maybe we should use music in some of these Farm Bureau insurance commercials. Good idea.
La 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 la.
I was thinking more of a jingle. Right, a jingle.
You don't have to be a farmer to save money with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact me, Alan Depew, for a free quote. 636-931-1112.
Back here at DeSoto High School, I'm Tommy Self. DeSoto leads Pacific 14-0, 7:49 left here in the first quarter. They kick it off again, moving left to right. Mason DeRoos boots it away from the 40-yard line. Much better kick this time. They've given up a couple big returns. What will they do here? At the 20 to the 25. All kinds of room. Cut back to the near side and brought down from behind. Number 27, Jason Pruitt with the tackle for DeSoto. A good return, but much better job of DeSoto limiting Pacific to better field position. And it looks like we will get an official timeout. This is something that they're doing with the Heat. We're about halfway through the first quarter. Very hot here, and so Misha has put in some rules to take mandatory water breaks halfway through each quarter, in the middle of the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. So we are at 7:42 right now, and so the referees will give them a water break, and we will take that break as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
If you've been trying to sell a house, you know this is not prime time to sell a piece of property. It is, however, the very best time to give it away. Your donation of a house, a lake lot, or even a commercial property could help you with year-end taxes and liability concerns. Give it to Comtree, a bona fide 501c3 charity, and help the thousands of persons who benefit from health care and family services at all Comtree locations. Check with our website at comtree.org to see how this could create a legacy for you and the community.
Hi, this is Melody with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law office in Hillsborough or Festus. Since 1997, we've offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease, and most importantly, achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsborough. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
$7:42 left in the first quarter. DeSoto leading Pacific 14-0. Pacific with the ball at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Ian Roberts hands it off up the middle to Dalton Voiles. Looks like the run was over, and he kept going a little bit. A good carry by Voiles for about 4 yards. 87 degrees in Festus, and it feels like every degree of that. Humidity of about, 1,000%.
But one step short of going down rain.
Yeah, basically. Good 5-yard pickup for Voiles, then it's 2nd and 10. Pacific with the ball at their own 41. 4 receivers out, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Roberts in the shotgun. They send a man in motion. They flip it to him. That is Corey Parrish on the end around. Good run by Parrish. Brought down by Clay Thomas. A couple other Dragons on the hit. Justin Gibbons got in there, gave him a shot. And it looks like he might be close to the first down. I think they're going to have to take an official timeout to measure. Ball is on the near side of the field. The chains are on the far side. This game on KJFF also brought to you by the Bistro on DeSquare, the DeSoto School District, Good as New, and American Family Insurance, Scott Williams, all of those here in DeSoto. Hey, I want to mention to you, there's a lot of ways you can keep up with KJFF. We are all over Twitter, so make sure, if you have a Twitter account, give us a follow at KJFF Sports. You can also follow me, Tommy, and also give us our station a follow at KJFF 1400 AM. and KJFF News. All of those KJFF Twitter accounts, you can get the most up-to-date information on everything that's going on in Jefferson County. Looks like they will be a tad short, so it will be 3rd down and inches for Pacific. Make sure you tune in after the game for the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy End Zone show. That will be on all 3 of our regional radio listening stations. Also going on our regional radio listening stations on J98 The Boot. Park Hill Central is hosting Sullivan. Farmington is hosting Ladue on KREI, and a Web TV exclusive game. North County is hosting Roosevelt. So it will be 3rd and inches for the Pacific Indians. Ball is on the near hash. Give you some other scores. Jefferson R7 leads John F. Kennedy 14-8 in the second quarter. It's about all the changes since we last told you. 3rd and inches. Handoff up the middle of Voiles. Cuts back to the right. He picks up the first down and more. A good 6-yard pickup by Voiles right off the right tackle and got right through there and picked up a good 6-yard carry for a first down for Pacific. Is that their first down of the game?
Yes, it is their first down. Clay Thomas stepped in there for DeSoto. Young man from Pacific just lowered his shirt and put a boom on after that run.
Pacific into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 49, same formation. They hand it off up to Boyles again, and he is met with a swarm of Dragons. They push him backwards. Nowhere to go for Boyles. Great stop by the front 7 or 8, really, of DeSoto Dragons. Clogged up that hole, gave Boyles nowhere to go.
Well, after that last play, when he just lowered his shoulder and barreled over a tackler one-on-one, good idea to start meeting him with more than one player.
No gain on the play, maybe loss of half a yard. 2nd and 10 from the DeSoto 49. Send a man in motion. They got to throw it. They throw it behind number 8, Corey Parrish. He was cutting towards the sideline, and the ball was on his right shoulder, and it was thrown behind him.
That would have been an incredibly acrobatic catch. He had the receiver open on that play. He just threw it behind him a little too much.
And he had room to run there. If he had put that throw on the mark, he probably could have put up the first down. But that's just that's a first game of the year throw.
Oh, absolutely.
3rd down and 10 now for the Indians from the DeSoto 49. Roberts dropping back, going to throw it over the middle. It is incomplete, and a flag is thrown. And I think number 7 for DeSoto, Justin Gibbons, got in there a little bit early with the contact, and they're going to call him for pass interference.
Just a step too soon. He had the right idea, played through the player, but he got there about 1 step too early.
Yeah, great defense, but just got there about a second before the ball did. That will be a 15-yard penalty on DeSoto, so it will be a first down for Pacific. And they pick up their 2nd first down of the game into DeSoto, deep in DeSoto territory at the Dragon 34. Pistol formation, I formation here for the Indians. Handed off to Boyles right up the middle. Keep pushing. He pushes the pile. Clay Thomas in there with the tackle. That was actually number 17, Josh Vondriska, on the carry. Pick up a 4 on the place. 2nd and 6 for DeSoto.
Boyles has proven to be their go-to guy. He is apparently a load to bring down. He puts those shoulders down, gets that head down, and he just barrels forward.
5:30 left here in the first quarter. 14-0 the lead for DeSoto. High formation again for the Indians. 2 receivers out. They hand it off to Vondriska again. Right up the middle. He'll take it past the 25 to the 24. We'll be right at the first down marker. It will be close. They might have to measure. They're going to spot it right at the 25. So spot him a little short, so it'll be 3rd and 1 to go for Pacific.
That will bring up a 3rd down and very short yardage here.
Same formation here. Pacific has mixed up their formation, having much more success from this kind of high formation. Here's Vondriska again off right tackle. He is met immediately. That is Clay Thomas in there with a big tackle. Excuse me. Clay Thomas as well as number 52. Bill, I don't have a 52. I must have seen that number wrong.
And it is a Pacific first down.
First down for the Indians. And so they continue to move the ball. They've put out, they were starting with 1 back and 4 receivers out, but since they switched this 2-receiver I formation, they've moved the ball much better.
They're doing a good job. It looks like they pulled an extra tight end. They got 5 down on the line. They're bringing a man in motion. Right now, it's working well to open up the middle of the field.
There's an end around, a great fake by Pacific on the end around. That is number 84, Shane Henderson. They went back to that 4 wide receiver formation. Lamont Allen with the tackle, and it will be just shy of the first down marker.
What really made that play was the handoff fake going off tackle. Everybody bought on it. Really opened up the option well for him.
2nd and 1 for the Indians at the DeSoto 14. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. The Dragons swarm. They might have pushed him back a yard. Nowhere to go for Dalton Boyles.
In there on the stop was number 70.
It was a good job by shortening up those gaps in between them and really taking away the middle of the field by DeSoto defense on that play.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 1. And another 3rd down for Pacific. Deep into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 14. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 tight ends on the right side. Roberts rolling to his left, bootleg, gonna throw it. He has got a man wide open, hit at the 1-yard line, goes forward just shy. That is number 84, Shane Henderson. Was wide open. Roberts put it right on the money. But a great tackle made by DeSoto, stop him right at the 1-yard line. It was number 7, Justin Gibbons, with a great open field solo tackle to stop Pacific shy of the goal line. But now it is first and goal Pacific at the 1. Two backs. Von Driska up the middle, nowhere to go, and another good defensive stop by the Dragons. Boy, their run defense has really stepped up here late in the first quarter.
DeSoto has gone away from 3 down linemen. They're putting 4 guys down in that 3-point stance, trying to take away the middle of the field where Pacific was having their success running the ball.
Under 2:50 to play here in the first quarter, a 14-0 lead for DeSoto. Pacific trying to get on the board. Looking at a 2nd and 1. 2nd and goal at the DeSoto 1. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 tight ends. Roberts got to take it himself, cuts to the right, easily into the end zone, touchdown. Ian Roberts with the 1-yard carry for Pacific, and he puts the Indians on the board with 2:28 left here in the first quarter on an easy quarterback keeper.
DeSoto had that play. They had a perfect defense on it. When the down lineman came down straight at the quarterback, he put a jab step to the left and a great fake just to go right around the defending player and step right into the end zone on that play.
Mitchell Brome in to attempt the extra point for Pacific. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle, very long. And Pacific gets on the board. 14-7, we take a break. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peebly, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peebly, caring beyond prescription.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Pacific gets on the board, but they still trail 14-7 as we are in the first quarter still with 2:28 left to go. The Indians will be kicking off. Lamont Allen, the lone man deep to receive for the Dragons. Kick is long. It is to the left. Allen will let it bounce once. It will be fielded by an up man who's moving backwards at the 5-yard line to the right side to the 15-yard line. Number 23, Noah Boyer with the carry. Heads up play. You know, usually on kickoffs, you have 2 guys back there deep because that's a lot of field to cover. Allen not able to get there. So a heads up play by Boyer going backwards to the field and able to get a couple yards out of it.
I was actually watching DeSoto take the field for their kickoff return. There seemed to be a little bit of confusion on that. That could be some first game. We're not 100% sure where we're supposed to be yet.
We will take a water timeout as the players will hydrate. I want to thank a couple of our sponsors. American Family Insurance agent Scott Williams in DeSoto, the DeSoto School District, and Bistro on the Square here in DeSoto, as well as Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Let me update you on some of the scores from around the regional radio listening area. A couple of these still the same. Crystal City trails Brentwood 13-6 in the first quarter. St. Pius trailing Southern Boone County 13-6 in the third quarter. Afton on top of Windsor 21-0 in the third quarter. It is all St. Louis University High School at halftime on top of Hillsborough 35-0. Grandview 12-0 over Chaffee in the second quarter. Jefferson R7 leads John F. Kennedy 14-0 in the second quarter. Also on our regional radio listening stations, Farmington trails Ladue 10-0 in the first quarter. Sullivan on top of Park Hill Central 3-0 in the second quarter. Many top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Studies show that Jeffco graduates who transfer to four-year universities do as well or better academic than their peers. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu and discover your future today. DeSoto 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line on top 14-7. 2 minutes to play in the first, and we get a whistle. No flag, just a whistle. Not sure what's going on. Dead ball foul, offsides on Pacific. Did you see a flag? I never saw a flag thrown.
They must have just lined up in the neutral zone, but I did not see a flag either. I guess the line judge over here on this side blew it dead.
So that will take the football up.
So that will give 5 free yards to the DeSoto Dragons. They will move up to their own 22-yard line. Will remain 1st and 5 for DeSoto. Lamont Allen, the lone receiver to the right side. Zach Smith in the shotgun. He was going to take it himself, rolling to the left, looking to throw it. He's got Thomas deep open. He was open. He threw it to Dakota Kent, the short man, and it was just out of his reach. Just out of his reach, a little out in front of him. Got a hand on it, unable to make the catch, and it'll go to 2nd and 5.
A right-hander rolling to his left. If he could have made that 35 or 40-yard throw to Clay Thomas down that side of the field, that would have been impressive. Sign that young man up for college. That's an arm.
And looks like we've got a flag at the spot of the ball, and DeSoto is backing up. So it might be a hold. We'll get the call from the head referee here in the white hat. It will be a holding on DeSoto, so that will back them up 10 yards. So it will now be 1st and 15 for DeSoto. Got 5 free yards on an offsides. Then they commit a holding penalty. Backs them up 15 from the spot of the foul. So it's actually more like 1st and 17 for DeSoto. Smith is going to take it himself off flag tackle, and he trips over a man, and he falls down for maybe a gain of 1. Jason Kepke with the tackle.
Big gain of about 2 yards, so that will bring up a 2nd down.
We have not mentioned this yet, but DeSoto head coach Doug Baker is coaching with his ear on the telephone. His get-back coach, one of his assistant coaches, has his cell phone. Coach Baker's wife is very pregnant. She's actually due next week. And so his get-back coach has his cell phone, and should his wife call, he will be heading out, and assistant coach will take over. 2nd and 14 now, the flip out to the left side. This is to Grissom around the left end. He'll pick up a couple yards. He's still shy of the original line of scrimmage, up to the DeSoto 15. Still a long way to go for DeSoto, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Got his first head coaching job. Got a baby on the way. If he can pull off a win here tonight, that'd be a pretty good night.
Boy, imagine winning your first head coaching job and having a baby on the same night. That would
pull
be
off the trifecta.
That's right. Wait, I missed the 3rd one. Oh.
Baby, win the game.
Oh, there you go, yeah. 3rd and 11 for DeSoto at their own 20-yard line. Smith rolling to his right, looking deep. Now he's got to hurry. Now he escapes the defender. He throws it. It is off the hands of Hunter Carey. Great job by Smith to elude a tackle, find Carey open, get it to him, and Carey just dropped it. It was right in and out of his hands. Lane Smith. Give credit to him for Pacific.
He hustled over there. I think he got just enough of a fingertip on that ball that the catch could be made, and that would have been 1st down territory, too.
So that will bring up 4th down for DeSoto, and they will have to punt. Zach Smith, the quarterback, is also the punter. So Pacific will send one man deep and another man at halfway. 4th down and 11 yards to go for DeSoto from their own 15-yard line. So Smith back to boot it away. Number 17, Josh Vondriska, back to catch it for Pacific. He will let it bounce, and it will go straight towards the sidelines, and it will go out at the Pacific 49-yard line, where we will get a change of possession. I want to thank another time to thank a couple of our sponsors, the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsborough, Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Festus, Plaza Tire Service in Festus, Comtree of Festus, YMCA of Jefferson County, Alan Depew, Farm Bureau agent in Festus. Also Farm Bureau agent Joe Reed in Festus, the Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. They marked that with the nose of the football on the 50-yard line. So Pacific will have it at the 50-yard line on their side, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Roberts going to throw it deep, looking to the right side, and it is incomplete. He was looking deep to he's looking for number 8, Corey Parrish, down the right sideline. Credit number 15. Number 15 for DeSoto, Matt Zarillo, for breaking up that pass.
Very well thrown ball, just off the fingertips. That would have been a real tough play for Zarillo to make there.
So 2nd and 10 Pacific from the 50. Send a man in motion. Roberts takes the snap. He flips it to that man in motion. That's Corey Parrish. Spin move at the 50. He'll pick up a couple yards, but not much on the end around. Maybe a gain of 2 into DeSoto territory. Number 24, Tyler Falk with the tackle for DeSoto. Gain of 1. They mark it at the DeSoto 49, and it's 3rd and 9. Another good defensive stand here by DeSoto if they can cash in on a long situation here for Pacific. Pacific's been in a lot of 3rd and long situations.
They put together one really good drive, but their other 3 drives have been very tough on them. It's all been 3rd and long for them.
Snap is back. Roberts going to take it himself, rolling to his right. Look, the catch hits the short man. That's Von Driska at the 45 to the 44. He is tackled. He will be about 3 yards shy of the 1st down. Good open field tackle by DeSoto, and that is the end of the 1st quarter. We will take a quick break after 1 quarter. DeSoto on top of Pacific, 14-7. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF. Back in 1 minute.
You drive a car, you own a home, and you need insurance on both. So why not see if you can save money in the process? When you insure both your home and auto with American Family Insurance, you may qualify for a substantial money-saving discount. Call Scott Williams, your American Family Insurance agent in DeSoto today at 636-586-2111 to find out how you can save money on your home and auto insurance. Scott Williams and the staff at American Family Insurance in DeSoto are proud to support our community and want to wish the DeSoto Dragons the best of luck this football season.
Ready to decorate but finding your funds a little short? Or maybe you're a savvy shopper and love to save money. Good as New is the store for you. Every item they carry is good as new. You'll find clean, beautiful furniture and other home decor items, along with jewelry, purses, and so much more. Visit Good as New, located at 602 South Main in DeSoto, or visit their other location, just like new, at 208 North Truman, Highway 6167. In Crystal City.
Start of the 2nd quarter here at DeSoto High School. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. 14-6, the lead for the Dragons. Got 2 quick scores on a long pass, touchdown pass from Zach Smith to Lamont Allen. It was an 86-yard pass and catch. Then a 1-yard run from Charlie Grissom that was set up by an interception by Hunter Carey. With 7:40 left in the 1st quarter, Ian Roberts had a 1-yard run for Pacific to give the Indians their lone score of the game. And that's where we are now, 14-7 at the start of the 2nd quarter. So they will flip sides. DeSoto will head right to left, Pacific going left to right, and Indians will bring on the punt team to start this quarter. And number 9, Hunter Carey, back to receive it deep for DeSoto, as well as number 7, Justin Gibbons. And we get a whistle, and they blow the play dead, and it looks like we have a legal procedure on Pacific. That's the 2nd time this line judge on this side. Oh, this time he did throw a flag. Offsides against the Dragons. That is a huge penalty because that's going to give Pacific a 1st down, lining up to punt. Hadn't even snapped it yet. And then an offsides on DeSoto is going to give Pacific a 1st down and moving into the DeSoto territory at the 39. That is a big mistake for the Dragons. But really, that's the first big mistake we've seen from the Dragons.
Really, that's the most costly one right there, other than the pass interference call, which helped fuel the drive the Pacific ended up scoring on. That's a huge mistake when you got them at 4th and 4 to line up offsides like that. That's going to hurt. That you need to put a stop together here and make up for that.
So Pacific will try and take advantage of that with a little more life here. 1st and 10 at the DeSoto 39. Handoff, but to Von Driska. He will hit the pile and not go far. Maybe a gain of 1. Up to the 38-yard line for DeSoto. 14-7 the lead. DeSoto on top of Pacific with 11:39 left in this quarter.
Tyler Falk is not the biggest guy on the field, but he just throws his body everywhere. He was in on that, one of the first ones in on that tackle again.
2nd and 9 Pacific. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They hand it off. No, Roberts will take it himself. Nowhere to go. Great tackle by Matt Zarillo. Open on this right side. And Roberts won't have much. Maybe half a yard. No, they're marking it right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Pacific, and it is 3rd and 9.
Tyler Falk was up there sticking his nose in on that tackle again.
So 3rd and 9 Pacific from the DeSoto 38. And another 3rd and long for Pacific. Third and 9. Pistol formation. Roberts dropping back, looking to throw it down the right side, down the sideline. It is incomplete. He was looking for Mackie Meadows. Mackie Meadows was open down the right sideline, just overthrew him a little bit. And that will bring up 4th down. And it looks like Pacific is going to bring out the punt team.
Tyler Falk and Matt Zarillo from the city both had that play read well. They're both reading the quarterback's eyes very well. You would have to throw a perfect pass right there to make that one work.
So the punt team is out for Pacific. Number 88, Jason Kepke will boot it deep for Pacific. Hunter Carey and Matt Zarillo. Justin Gibbons back deep to receive it for DeSoto. Gibbons will make a fair catch signal and field it at the DeSoto, looks like about the 12-yard line, where DeSoto will start off this drive. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Still leading 14-7 with 10:23 left in this first half. So we have seen some very good DeSoto defense so far.
They've done a great job with the exception of 1 drive and 2 penalties. 4 drives, they have been phenomenal. There's a couple of guys, Tyler Falk, really getting in on a lot of these tackles. And the big man up front, Ray Steele, they don't seem interested in running right up the middle anymore with him in there. They're chopping him out on every play.
And now we get a whistle before the play.
It looks like Pacific will take a timeout.
Looks like Pacific will take a timeout. We will take that timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District would like to welcome their students back to a great 2014-2015 school year. Work hard this year and strive for your personal best. You will carry the accomplishments that you achieve throughout your life. So welcome to the 2014-2015 school year. It's going to be a great year. This message brought to you by the faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District.
We're back here at DeSoto High School. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberly. DeSoto will start the drive off 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After a couple very good defensive stands, and they will be deep in their own territory at their own 12.
Well, possibly we had another penalty there on that play. We had a late timeout. It's another water break that they needed in there.
So DeSoto will start it off 1st and 10 at the 12. Smith takes it, hands it off around the right side. Good carry. That is number 3, Charlie Grissom, with a good carry around the right end. Kept his knees just off the turf, able to keep moving. And a good carry by Charlie Grissom.
So it will bring up a 2nd down and 1. The Dragons have the football.
He was just stepping on him. Just kept the legs turned, just drove right off his guard and made a 9-yard gain out of that play.
2nd and 1 for the Dragons. at their own 22-yard line. 2 men in the backfield. Zach Smith in the gun. Now they send a man in motion. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to the left side. That looks like that will be a first down. Good carry by number 16, Dakota Kent. It looks like he picked up the first down.
Number 21 on the South of Pacific. That was Ashton Moore.
Sure they gave you first down.
Looks like they did not. They marked it just short. So third and, boy, it must be a foot. Third and a foot here for DeSoto. They probably run it right up the middle. They hand it off right up the middle. First down and more for Charlie Grissom. Now the ball pops loose. It's still loose, and DeSoto jumps on it. And a big carry by Charlie Grissom almost turned into disaster, but DeSoto able to recover on the fumble by Grissom. Heads up play by number 16, Dakota Kent, to pounce on that football, but they did pick up the first down.
Good job by the Pacific defensive player. He came around from the backside, got that arm, and knocked that ball loose. Good job by Dakota Kent to get in there and keep this drive alive for DeSoto.
First and 10 DeSoto from their own 35-yard line. Lamont Allen to the right side. Hunter Carey to the left. The wide receiver Smith going to take it himself. The quarterback off right tackle. He will follow a blocker, and he'll pick up maybe 2 yards. Good carry on first down.
Left side of Pacific's defense has been pretty strong so far. DeSoto's had a little more success going inside the guard and to the left side, to the right side of the Pacific defense, running the ball on the inside.
3-yard carry for Zach Smith on that. It's second down and 7 at the Dragon, 38. One to the right, run to the left. Smith in the shotgun, 3 men in the backfield. Now they send a man in motion. That's Dakota Kent. They're going to throw it. It's batted. I think they got a hand on it at the line of scrimmage, and it will fall just short of Hunter Carey on the left side. Well, I missed who it was, but one of the Pacific linemen got a hand on and tipped that ball a little bit.
Dawson Hammond got in there and try and hand him just enough to tip that ball.
So it will be 3rd and 7 for DeSoto. They get the signals in from the sidelines from Doug Baker, the head coach, formerly the offensive coordinator, takes over for Bob Thompson. Carry up the middle. Looked like you had the right end here on Pacific. It looked like you jumped off sides, but they did not call that. And it will be a short carry on 3rd down. That will bring up 4th and 5 for DeSoto. And they will have to bring on the punt team.
Acumento's got it there right on the inside and bent it right in the shins of the line of scrimmage and up in.
So 4th and 5, DeSoto. From their own 40-yard line, 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. And Josh Von Driscoll back to receive the punt for the Pacific Indians. Zach Smith, the punter, steps back. Snap is back. The kick is away. It is a short end-over-end one, and it will bounce at the 38-yard line, take a dragon bounce, and they will down it at the 37-yard line. And so that is where Pacific will take over at their own 37-yard line with 7:20 remaining in the first half, with DeSoto still on top, 14-7. Couple stalled drives here by DeSoto.
We can't seem to string these plays again together like they did in the first 2 drives. They really stepped up. The energy level was there. They really rewarded the guys for the interception.
And we will have another water timeout.
They seem to be trailing off a little bit. They can't maintain their momentum.
Well, the officials on the field will take a water timeout, and we will take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. They are the #1 insurer of farms in the state of Missouri. That's why I'm wearing this big foam finger. It's from the Springfield Cardinals baseball team. They're a farm club. Whether you're a farm or a farm club, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is #1. This foam finger makes my hand sweat. Here, Dan, you take it.
For all your insurance needs, contact me, Farm Bureau Agent Joe Reed in Festus, 636-931-1112, or on Highway 61, just across from Mercy Hospital, Jefferson.
Nice play there by number 84, Shane Henderson. Got into open space, picked up a couple yards, and a good 6-yard pickup for Pacific.
Good job running after the catch and picking up a good 3 or 4 yards after that and dragging a player along with you.
It will bring up a 2nd down and 4 for Pacific.
2nd and 4 for the Indians at the 44-yard line. Handoff right up the middle to Voiles, nowhere to go, and DeSoto stuffs him at the 45.
Looks like it's close to 2 yards.
Voiles put that head down and still managed to pick up about 2. He is a tough runner, Voiles.
3rd down and 2 after a 2-yard pickup for Voiles. Pacific at the 45-yard line. Just past the 45-yard line for Pacific. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They send Vondriska in motion. Handoff right up the middle. Voiles will go straight ahead, and he will pick up a 1st down. A big carry by Pacific. Number 45, Dalton Voiles, picks up a big 1st down and into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 49-yard line.
Excellent run again. Bounced off that first hit, kept driving the legs, and picked up 4 or 5 more for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, DeSoto from the Pacific 49. Excuse me, 1st and 10 Pacific from the DeSoto 49. Snap is back. Roberts going to take it himself, running the option, and they will bring him down in the backfield. He was looking to pitch it to Josh Vondriska on the option, and DeSoto got back there and brought him down before he could let it go.
Dakota Kent coming from the backside, drug that option play down. Lucky there wasn't a fumble there because he came down hard with the hands on the ball.
So 2nd and 11 for Pacific. Ball just on the Pacific side of the 50-yard line. 2nd and 11. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Roberts running in the bootleg, drifting to the right side, eludes a tackler. Now he gets rid of it right before he is brought down by Tyler Flock, and he throws it at the feet of Vondriska.
Tyler Flock coming in strong from the backside, put another hit on the quarterback. He's taking some good hits on this by the DeSoto defense on this drive.
So it will remain 3rd and 11 on the Pacific side of the 50-yard line. 3rd down 11. DeSoto could use a big stop here with 5:14 left in the 1st half. Over the middle, and it's in. Oh, it's broken up by number 50 of DeSoto. Brandon Burren almost thought he had an interception. In fact, if he had maybe wasn't a lineman, he might have caught that. But an easy pass breakup for Barron.
I think he was just excited about the fact that he was through the line so easy. I'm not sure he knew it was a screen until the ball almost hit him, and then it was like, uh-oh.
It's kind of a look what I found.
Why is he throwing the ball to me?
Lamont Allen and Justin Gibbons will go back to receive the punt for DeSoto. The punt is away. It is a high spiral. Lamont Allen will field it. And he will take a good block at the 20 to the 25, right up the middle to the 30. Keep moving, and he is brought down at the 31. A nice return by Lamont Allen. Thought he might fair catch that, but a great block by Justin Gibbons. The other guy back there to receive, he really set up that big block to give Allen that first burst.
He really did. He got just enough of the piece of the defensive player so Lamont Allen could sidestep it and then put a move on the next player. You've got to eliminate that first wave so that your returners can get up and get moving, and you can't get their head taken off.
So 1st and 10 DeSoto from their own 31-yard line with 4:58 left here in the 1st half. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Smith takes the snap, under pressure, going to throw it deep, looking for Hunter Carey, and it's almost picked off by Pacific. Number 23, Zuka Zerlini, had an easy interception, but just couldn't hang on.
That was highly lucky for DeSoto that ball wasn't picked up. That ball was hanging up there like a punt for a while.
Yeah, that was a throw that Roberts probably should not have, Smith should not have made. Probably should have just taken that and ran with it because he had two players on him, and that was as you mentioned, kind of a punt-like pass, and DeSoto's lucky that was not picked off. 2nd and 10. Rolling. Handoff, rolling left side. That's Zerillo, brought down from behind, and he'll maybe gain half a yard.
Dalton Boyles did a great job of coming down the line to stop that play.
Into the first half at Jefferson R7, the Blue Jays lead Kennedy 31-14 at Jefferson R7. 3rd down and 10 for DeSoto. No gain on the play on the carry by Matt Zerillo. Taking a long time to get the signals in from the sideline. Now DeSoto breaks the huddle. Kind of a no-huddle offense, really. They're not really going to the huddle, but not really hurrying up. They just kind of try not to allow Pacific to make some substitutions, and they don't like what they see, and the Dragons will take a timeout. DeSoto takes a timeout. We will take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Putting your family first. Hi, this is Cheryl from the Jefferson County Family YMCA, reminding you to sign up for Saturday's Kids Night Out Extravaganza. This fun-filled event is for ages kindergarten through 11 years. Children will spend the evening enjoying crafts, gym games, swimming, and even receive a snack. Have your kids wear their gym shoes and bring their swimsuit and towel. Registration ends Friday evening, so call the Y at 931-9622 to register your child today.
We're back here at DeSoto High School. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. DeSoto leading Pacific 14-7 with 4:04 left here in the first half. Take a look at some of the other scores around the regional radio listing area for you. Jefferson R7 leads John F. Kennedy 31-14 at halftime, as we mentioned. Granville on top of Chaffee 12-0 at halftime. It is all St. Louis University High School over Hillsborough 35-0 at halftime. Windsor being shut out by Afton 43-0. St. Pius leads Southern Boone County 21-20 in the fourth quarter. Crystal City trails Brentwood 27-6 at halftime. Smith dropping back to pass, throwing deep over the middle, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Hunter Carey. Pass was behind him, had a defender right on him tight, just couldn't get turned around to make that catch.
If he could have slowed himself down just a little bit, he had it because the defender was not looking at all. He was just running with Hunter Carey on that one.
That will bring up 4th down for DeSoto. And they will bring out the punt team. Zach Smith, the quarterback, also the punter, will boot it away. Josh Von Driska, the punter, the punch returner for Pacific, standing at his own 39-yard line, counting up the other players on the team, making sure they've got 11. 4th and 10. Snap is back. Smith boots it away. It's low, end over end. Bounce at the 42. Von Driska will pick it up at the 38. Up the middle to the 45. Got room. Tripped up. Falls down at the 49-yard line. Nice tackle made by number 51, Connor Lewis. Got in there through his shoulder and knocked him off his balance.
Got a hold of that right ankle just enough. Looked like there was going to be another return right up the middle. That's one of the better coverages DeSoto's had tonight on special teams, holding to about 10 or a 12-yard return.
14-7 the lead, DeSoto, with 3:48 left here in the first half. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. 1st and 10 Pacific at their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In the pistol formation. Now he's going to throw it. He's brought down from behind and sacked. Sack for DeSoto. Number 16, Dakota Kent, came in there and brought down Ian Roberts for the second sack of Roberts today.
DeSoto has found some operating room over on the right side of their defense. That's the 3rd or 4th time on the last 2 drives. They've come all the way from the backside and taken the quarterback down hard.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 14 for Pacific from their own 45. Pitch it to the left side of Andriska on the option. Down the left line. And he will pick up a good chunk of yardage, maybe 13 yards on the play, a yard short of the first down marker, and that will bring up 3rd down and 1.
Excellent run around that left side. It looked like he tripped on the turf more than anything. He slowed up and went down, and didn't look like anybody was near him.
2 yards to go.
3rd and 2 left into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 42-yard line. Pistol formation again, 2 receivers out. Seems like they've mud much better from this formation. Right up the middle on the carry. Good pickup for Pacific, and that is a first down on the carry by 86, Lane Smith. He picks up the first down for the Indians.
Pacific is not afraid to hand the ball to anybody that can run. I'm running out of space and slots for different running backs that they use.
So a fresh set of downs for Pacific with 3 minutes left, trailing by 7 here in the first half. Ian Roberts barking out the signals in the pistol formation. 4 receivers out. Boyle's the lone man in the backfield. Roberts dropping back to pass, looking to the left side, throwing down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. And now a flag late. He was looking for number 23, Lucas Zerlini. Pass broken up by Matt Zerillo. And I think Zerlini gave him a shove, unless they're going to call that pass interference, but I don't think so. It'd be interesting to see what that flag is on.
It's possible because he never turned around to look at the ball. He just ran straight at the player and put his arms up. So it'll be interesting to see what they call here because there are potentially calls going both ways.
Thrown by the back judge, and it is pass interference on DeSoto. You know, there wasn't really much contact there, but you're right, never turned and looked for the ball, and usually referees call that.
Yeah, just putting the hands in the air, that's kind of a yellow flag, if you will, not a red flag.
A 15-yard penalty for DeSoto will give Pacific a first down with 2:44 left. Pacific driving, trying to tie it up with 2:44 left in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 tight ends out. Boyle's the lone man in the backfield. They hand it off to Boyles up the middle. He is hit immediately. Nice stuff by the DeSoto D line. Boyles will pick up a couple, and it'll be 2nd and down.
Number 34.
DeSoto really wants to stop this one here. That's why they were trying to call the timeout the last time they were on offense. They really wanted to finish out the clock, even if they couldn't score. They wanted to take that lead in at halftime.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 for the Dragons at the DeSoto 20. Excuse me, 2nd and 8 for Pacific. Roberts takes the snap, looking left, going to throw it over the head and incomplete. He was throwing over the head and about 3 feet behind the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
That snap came in kind of low. It never looked like he even had a hold of that ball. It just went sailing out of the sideline.
So it brings up 3rd down. And 8 for DeSoto. For Pacific, excuse me. Trying to tie it up here. Trailing 14-7 with 2 minutes left. 2:03 left on the clock. It looks like we're going to get a timeout called by DeSoto. Dragons call a timeout. We will take the timeout as well. We will take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. 14-7 the lead for DeSoto. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Hi, I'm Dan, and this is Clay. And Clay, I was thinking, maybe we should use music in some of these Farm Bureau insurance commercials.
Good idea.
La 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 la.
I was thinking more of a jingle.
Right, a jingle.
You don't have to be a farmer to save money with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact me, Alan Depew, for a free quote. 636-931-1112.
KJFF Festus, Crystal City, Imperial, DeSoto.
If you've been trying to sell a house, you know this is not prime time to sell a piece of property. It is, however, the very best time to give it away. Your donation of a house, a lake lot, or even a commercial property could help you with year-end taxes and liability concerns. Give it to Comtree, a bona fide 501c3 charity, and help the thousands of persons who benefit from health care and family services at all Comtree locations. Check with our website at comtree.org to see how this could create a legacy for you and the community.
Third down and 8 for Pacific out of the timeout. 2:03 left in the first half. Pacific trying to tie it up, trailing 14-7. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught and immediately brought down to number 8. Corey Parrish was caught over the middle and brought down immediately by number 21. 21, Trey Adams, and number 24, Tyler Falk. That will bring up fourth down, but a much more manageable fourth down, and you're definitely going to go for it here, unless you have a very strong-legged kicker. And so it will be fourth down and 4 for Pacific at the DeSoto 16.
In a situation like this, you're only down by 7 at this point in the game. You're driving the ball pretty well the last couple of drives. Why not go for it?
1 left on the game clock. Now we're going to get a delay of game unless they call the timeout. And Pacific did call a timeout. They were a little slow getting that going, and that called the timeout just before the play clock read 0. Many top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Studies show that Jeffco graduates who transfer to four-year universities do as well or better academically than their peers. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu and discover your future today. This game on KGFF also brought to you by the Lowry Law Firm, Medicine Shop Pharmacy, Plaza Tire Service, Comtree, and YMCA of Jefferson County, all those in Festus. Farm Bureau agents Alan Depew and Joe Reed in Festus. Walmart Supercenter right here in DeSoto. Well, it looks like Doug Baker is still the one addressing the team, so it does not appear like his wife has gone into labor yet. He is still on the sideline, so 1:17 left in this first half. Pacific, a big opportunity, and it looks like they will bring out the kicking team, so they will attempt what will be about a 32-yard field goal here. Kicker for Pacific is number 30, Mitchell Brome. The kick is up. It is wide left and no good. He certainly had the distance, but just off target, missed it wide left, had plenty of leg. But Pacific unable to get points on a good drive. And with 1:12 left, Soto will probably keep it pretty conservative here coming up.
They'll probably just run out the clock. That young man that just kicked that ball, he's easily got another 10 yards in him. That was a good, strong kick.
Just a little off with the accuracy. So with 72 seconds left in this first half, and DeSoto up 14-7. You could probably bet they will just kind of hand it off up the middle. They've got the ball at their own 20-yard line. So, of course, they did score their first touchdown of the game on an 86-yard pass from Zach Smith to Lamont Allen. So we shall see. They've got them spread out wide, 4 receivers out. And now we get a false start, illegal procedure by the right tackle. That is Dalton Cook, the sophomore right tackle for DeSoto, and you can't hide when you're out there on the end.
Yeah. Looked like their left tight end took off too. He was on a slant pattern. That may have been called for him because he was out of there quick too and headed down the field.
So 5-yard penalty on DeSoto will back them up to their own 15. Still with 72 seconds left remaining in the first half. Make sure you stick around here at halftime. We'll bring it back here real quick, run down the first half, and then we'll take our halftime show and take a look around the scores from around the area and run down the first half as well. Handoff to the right side. That is Charlie Grissom with room to run. He takes it up to the about the 26-yard line. A good carry for Grissom.
Good run, about 12 yards on that play. Broke through a couple of arm tackles, kept driving, and then dove forward at the end to pick up the last 3 or 4.
Under a minute to play with 50 seconds left and counting. 2nd and 3 for DeSoto. 2 receivers out, 1 to each side. 2 men in the backfield, 1 tight end. Smith in the shotgun. Snap is back, looking right. He was looking for Justin Gibbons, and the ball was off his hands. That will stop the clock with 37 seconds left. DeSoto is now playing conservative. They're trying to use every second of this first half.
Well, they started out with the big play, the big interception. That is where all their scoring has come from. Their offense has sputtered a little bit. They really can't put any consistency out there right now. So why not try to catch them off guard one last time? Run a quick rub play or a pick play to the outside and see if you can't break one.
3rd down and 3 for DeSoto. A receiver to each side. 2 men in the backfield and 1 man behind the tight end on the right side. Now they send a man in motion. Smith pitches it to him. That's Gibbons on the end around to the left side. hit and brought down at about just shy of the 30-yard line, about the 29-yard line. He will be shy of the first down, did stay in bounds, so the clock will continue to roll with 21 and counting left. And unless DeSoto really hurries here, that might be their last play of the game. 4th down and 2 for DeSoto. They will go for it with 10 seconds left. And it looks like they might just let this one roll out because they're not even breaking the huddle yet with 5 seconds left. And that will do it. 14-7 the lead for DeSoto. They break on top and they take the lead into halftime. Pacific will kick it away. DeSoto won the toss to begin the game, and they defer to the second half. So they will receive it first, and Pacific will boot it away. Number 23, Noah Boyer, and number 9, Hunter Carey back deep to receive it for DeSoto. And, they put us about 3 extra minutes on the clock when the original clock ran down. And they put 3 extra minutes on the clock, and the head referee is telling to wind that down. They are meeting at midfield right now. And so we're actually waiting on the referees. Both teams ready to go. Both teams lined up. They're just waiting for the referees. The referees had to break the huddle, I guess. So we are just about ready to go. 14-7 the lead for DeSoto on top of the Pacific Indians. They place the ball on the far hash mark. DeSoto only won 1 game yesterday, and they're a half away from tying that up. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchdown. Bounced at the 1-yard line and went over the goal line and into the end zone, and that's our first touchback of the game. And DeSoto will kick things off at that 20-yard line. What do DeSoto and Pacific kind of adjustments they need to make for this second half?
It looked to me like that Achilles heel for Pacific was that first quarter. They really started to settle down towards the end of the first quarter, and they are playing better offensively and moving the ball better. They just need to continue to do what they do and continue to pick their spots and do a little better job protecting on the left side where DeSoto's getting to them defensively. DeSoto just needs a little consistency on offense and a few less penalties. They need to clean it up a little bit.
1st and 10, DeSoto at their own 20-yard line. They send a man in motion. They will hand it off to that man in motion. That's number 16, Dakota Kent. He's around the right side with room to run. Breaks free to the 40, to the 50. He is tripped up just inside Pacific territory. And a touchdown saving tackle made. I think that was number 88, Jason Kepke. Was chasing down from behind. He basically dove with all his might. All he did was just trip him up, and he brought him down. But a big run by Dakota Kent deep into Pacific territory at the Indian 44-yard line. Another big play for DeSoto right out of the gate.
Yeah, the huge play. He took about 6 more steps after he got that ankle grab and just couldn't quite hang in there and went down.
Smith will keep it himself, rolling to his left side, got to throw it deep to a wide open Hunter Carey just off his fingertips. Looked like he might have slowed down a little bit. He only needed was another half a step, and he could have walked into the end zone. A high pass, and Carey was underneath it, just out of his outstretched fingertips.
That was a very nice 30, 40-yard throw by Zach Smith. Right-hander rolling to his left, got his body turned back around, stood in there and took the hit. Threw a pretty pass, only off the mark by about a yard, and that would have been 6.
So 2nd and 10, DeSoto from the Pacific 45. 3 men in the backfield, 1 receiver split to the left. Now they send a man in motion. Smith will hand it off to that man in motion. That is number 7, Justin Gibbons, around the left side. Good carry for Gibbons up to the 42-yard line. A good 8-yard pickup for him. And the Dragons continue to move the ball. Spot him a little shy. Give him 6 yards on the carry up to the 38-yard line.
Justin Gibbons does a great job of picking his spots. He doesn't look like the fastest guy, but he really weaves and bobs and just steps his way through very well, finding his spots.
Receiver split out to each side. Man in motion. That's Dakota Kent. They hand it off to Zerillo. Nowhere to go for him. Excuse me, that was Charlie Grissom. Zarillo was blocking for him. Really nowhere to go. Maybe loss of 1, and that will bring up 4th down. And with 4th down, the way that DeSoto's moving it at the Pacific 38-yard line, looks like they will probably be going for it here. Really nothing to lose at this point.
Not at all. It's early in the half. You're on the other team's 37-yard line. Why not give a shot?
And the way they've been moving it so far. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Smith, the lone man of the backfield, in the deep shotgun. He's also the punter, so watch out for the pooch kick, and he will pooch it. Not a great kick, though. Straight right out of bounds. And that's really only going to be about a 15-yard kick. You know, that's the kind of thing where you want to, inside the 20, inside the 10, just kick it straight out of bounds. And Smith never really got enough behind it. So a short kick by Smith, and that will go out of bounds at the Pacific 26-yard line, and that is where the Indians will take over. You a little surprised by that?
Not really. It wasn't a bad idea, but I don't think they intended for a 15-yard punt either.
Yeah, just not well executed. Would have worked if you had better kick from Zach Smith.
Nobody back to return it. You're just looking to dribble one down there, put them in field position, and play the field position game with them.
So 1st and 10 Pacific at their own 25-yard line. Ian Roberts going to throw it with great open field in the right side. That is to Corey Parrish, just past the 30. Great option play there by Pacific. Fake the handoff out to a wide open Parrish. He picked up a good gain of about 6.
Shane Henderson from Pacific really made that play on a crackback block. He really leveled the DeSoto defender to open that up.
Call it a gain of 5 at the 31. 2nd and 10 for Pacific. 1 to each side, 2 men in the backfield. The pistol, the P-Town pistol as they call it. Handoff is up the middle. Not much. That is to number 86, Lane Smith. He'll pick up a couple, and it's 3rd and 2. 9:15 left in this third quarter for Pacific.
Pretty good spot on that play. They ended up giving him about 4 on that play.
3rd and 1. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Roberts in the P-Town pistol, the short pistol. Voiles with a hand on the ground behind him. They swing it out to Von Drusik with room to run. A 1st down and more to the 40, to the 45. Brought down out of bounds, and a great play. And a 1st down pickup for Pacific. Dakota Kent in on the tackle, as well as number 15, Matt Zarillo for DeSoto.
That was a great read by the quarterback. Great call on the offensive play there for the quick out to pick up the 1st down and then some.
Pacific to their own 45, 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Von Drusik in motion. He takes the pitch on the right side, hit right at the line of scrimmage. And it was number 7, Justin Givens, that really stopped him. A couple players slowed him down. Number 56, Steven Spidell, and Connor Lewis got the first hit on him, slowed him down, and then Justin Givens delivered the knockout hit to stop him where he is. 2nd and 8, a 2-yard pickup. Same formation here, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Roberts is really only about 2.5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They throw it out into the flat to the left side, wide open, with plenty of room to run. Nice run, still on his feet, breaks 2 tackles. That is complete to number 88, Jason Kepke. A great run after the catch by Kepke. Looked like he was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but he was able to find some open space, break a couple tackles, and pick up the 1st down.
Another quick hit to the outside. It's a design play. As soon as they snap the ball and throw that pass, he heads right back to the inside because he's got 4 guys heading out there to block for him. And he really did a good job of staying on his feet and picking up the 1st down.
Into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 44. Hand it off on the left side. This is Voiles with all kinds of room. Great fake down the sideline to the 15. Brought down at the 10. A great option and a great misread by Pacific to get DeSoto off kilter, and really had all kinds of room for Voiles. And he takes it all the way up inside the DeSoto 10-yard line into scoring checks here for Pacific.
Dalton Voiles with another strong run. Pacific is really starting to hit hard down the field. There's bodies flying everywhere right now.
So it will be, they will keep the chains up, so they are just shy of the 10-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pacific at the 10. Throw over the middle, complete, into the end zone, touchdown for Pacific. Great pass right over the middle for Pacific and into the end zone. I still can't tell who it was that made that catch.
Mitchell Brome, I think.
Mitchell Brome. Mitchell Brome with the catch for Pacific, and they are an extra point away from tying it up here, 14-14 with DeSoto. So number 30, Mitchell. Yeah, that was Mitchell Brome with the catch, and now he is going to come out and attempt the extra point.
These quick hits to the outside on the left side for Pacific, where DeSoto was being very aggressive defensively. Now they've backed up and they're giving them 6 or 7 yards. Pacific's found something to work with there.
Kick is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 7:38 left in the third quarter. We will take a minute timeout. All brand new ball game, 14-14. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Thought you knew about buying tires, and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
You drive a car, you own a home, and you need insurance on both. So why not see if you can save money in the process? When you insure both your home and auto with American Family Insurance, you may qualify for a substantial money-saving discount. Call Scott Williams, your American Family Insurance agent in DeSoto today at 636-586-2111 to find out how you can save money on your home and auto insurance. Scott Williams and the staff at American Family Insurance in DeSoto are proud to support our community and want to wish the DeSoto Dragons the best of luck this football season.
Tied up at 14 apiece with 7:38 left in the third quarter as Pacific scores. And we've got a new ball game. DeSoto will take over after they receive this kick into the end zone. A great kick from Mitchell Brome. He's been good. That's his second touchback. So he scores a touchdown, kicks the extra point, boots the kickoff out into the end zone. So DeSoto will start at their own 20-yard line.
Well, he missed that field goal in the first half. We noticed he had a pretty strong leg. He showed it here twice where he's kicked him all the way back in the end zone and making him start on the 20.
We will take a water break here at the field, and with that water break, we will take a break as well and send it back for 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute, 14-14. You're listening to high school football on KJFM.
The faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District would like to welcome their students back to a great 2014-2015 school year. Work hard this year and strive for your personal best. You will carry the accomplishments that you achieve throughout your life. So welcome to the 2014-2015 school year. It's going to be a great year. This message brought to you by the faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District.
Ready to decorate but finding your funds a little short? Or maybe you're a savvy shopper and love to save money. Good as New is the store for you. Every item they carry is good as new. You'll find clean, beautiful furniture and other home decor items, along with jewelry, purses, and so much more. Visit Good as New, located at 602 South Main in DeSoto, or visit their other location, just like new, at 208 North Truman, Highway 6167 in Crystal City.
DeSoto takes over at their own 20-yard line. 7:38 left in the third quarter, tied up at 14 apiece. And the Dragons have really been silent on offense since the first quarter. Smith dropping back to pass, going to throw it over the middle. Is complete with room to run to Dakota Kent. Right down the middle to the 35. Being chased from behind. He goes down, brought down right at the 12-yard line. And they chased him down from behind. Give all kinds of credit to number 88, Jason Kepke, again chasing him down from behind. And now Dakota Kent is limping off the field, and he is down, and he is in some pain, and you worry that these look like he is in some major pain, and you worry there that could be a knee or an ankle there, and you hope he's going to be okay after a great run to get inside the 20-yard line.
DeSoto's first offensive possession, the 36-yard run, Dakota Kent got brought down by an ankle tackle from behind. Now the big pass play to start the second offensive set here in the second half. brought down by an ankle tackle again. That ankle is getting abused pretty hard tonight here in the second half.
And it looks like they're calling out the water and they're pushing on his foot, so it looks like this might be just a cramp. So as bad as he is in pain, this is some good news because they got his right leg up in the air, they're pushing on his toe, and they're calling out for some water. So that's good news. That means it's probably just a cramp. Problem with that is he's going to continue cramping the rest of the game because once you cramp once, it's going to keep coming back. But a hot night like this, I'm a little surprised that we've had our first cramp timeout with 7:27 left in the third quarter, but it looks like it's just a cramp for Kent.
Well, after a 66-yard catch and run, he deserves a cramp. He's over 100 yards offense here in the second half.
And, credit Jason Kemke. That's the second time he has chased a guy down from behind and made an ankle attack. Now he is walking off the field under his own flower, and nice hand by the fans here. But credit Jason Kemke specifically. That's the second time he has chased a guy down from behind and made an ankle tackle to save a touchdown.
And if I'm not mistaken, he had a couple of tackles on the interior in the first quarter that kept a couple of big plays from breaking out.
So life for DeSoto inside the Pacific 20, lined up at the Indian 13-yard line. Try to break the 14-14 tie with 7:16 left in this third quarter. One receiver each side. They send a man in motion. That's Justin Gibbons. Robertson's going to take Smith. Will pitch it out to Gibbons on the option play. Stiff arm. He'll go up to the 10. A 3-yard carry for Justin Gibbons. Nice pitch made there by Zach Smith. Good decision. Was tackled right after he pitched that. And a 3-yard pickup.
Good job by Zach Smith standing in there. Option is a very effective offense. Unfortunately, as a quarterback, you get hit a lot when you run that option. You have to stand in there and hold on to that ball until the last second.
So 2nd and 7 for DeSoto from the 10-yard line. One receiver to the left, one to the right, 3 men in the backfields. Smith in the shotgun. They hand it off. Cut to the left side. This is Zerillo. Cuts back into the middle. And about a 2-yard pickup. He ran about 15 yards, but he only ran about 2 yards forward. And it's about a 2-yard pickup for Matt Zerillo. And that'll bring up third down.
You just got to give a lot of credit there to the Pacific defense. They just keep coming and just keep coming till the player is on the ground. That's what you preach to your defensive players. Just keep going to the ball.
So 3rd and 5, DeSoto from the Pacific 8-yard line. 1st and 10. Smith in the gun. It sends Zerillo in motion. They hand it off to Grissom up the middle, bringing the pile, carrying the pile. Good strong run by Grissom, and he might be close to the first down. He carried the pile about 3 yards. And he's going to be real close to that first down marker. They have spotted it. They're about to spot it. They spotted it right at the 3-yard line. I think that's the first down. First down to Soto. Huge carry for Charlie Grissom. That was just power football.
Yes, it was. Charlie Grissom got up behind that line and just kept pushing. They got a few hands on him, just enough to get that first down by about a foot or two.
So it will be first down and goal for DeSoto at the 3-yard line. I would say just give it right back to Grissom. But I'm not the play caller. So.
DeSoto showed that they can play a little power football. We saw them down in this goal line situation. They can drive the ball 2 or 3 yards.
Now they put about 8 guys together on the left side. They really bunch him now. Smith trying to gun to the right side. Dodges the tackle, had some room, but just could never get going forward. He picks up about 2 yards, and he'll be a yard shy of the goal line.
That was the old student body left, but now we're going right.
Yeah, they had about 3 guys behind the left guard and left tackle, and they ran to the right side.
Give Pacific credit for staying in their lanes and doing their job and not buying into the set.
2nd and goal from the 1. One receiver to the left, single coverage with Hunter Carey down low. Smith in the gun, Lamont Allen up top. They send Zerillo in motion. Smith gonna hand it off, going forward, and Grissom is not gonna be. He's gonna be hit immediately and might have lost a yard. And Pacific was all over that play up the middle.
71, 52, 56. They were expecting up the middle power football, and they responded well.
So now 3rd down and goal from the 2. Lamont Allen down onto the left side. Hunter Carey going way up. He's going out past the numbers on the right side. Single coverage over there. Zach Smith, the quarterback, is going to call a timeout. I think he didn't like what he saw, or he didn't see something, and so he calls a timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KJFF. Back in 30. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Third down and goal for DeSoto. They'll have it at the 2-yard line, and Zach Smith, the quarterback, calls timeout after he saw something in the Pacific defense that he didn't like, so they called timeout. So they're drawing something up here. What do you think we'll expect?
They went from a real tight set to an overload set left. A little trickery. Now they came out in this double wide split set, trying to spread the field, which they're doing again. It'll be interesting what DeSoto has up their sleeve this time.
Single coverage with Hunter Carey on the left side. Single coverage with Lamont Allen on the strong side to the right. Zach Smith in the gun. They send a man in motion. Smith pitches it out to Justin Gibbons on the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Pitched it out to Justin Gibbons. Started on the left side of Zach Smith. Went around, pitched it out to him. Off right tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. And DeSoto takes the lead back here with 3:58 left in the third quarter. Up 20-14 with extra point coming.
That pitch came out and caught him right in the chest, Zach Smith, on the snap. The pitch looked very awkward going back to Justin Gibbons. He fielded it, though, and just drove into that end zone. There was a nice gap by that offensive line on the right side for him to drive it 3 yards and get in the end zone.
Kick is up. It was blocked, and it will fall short. Pacific got a hand on it and blocked that kick, so it will remain 20-14. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. They are the #1 insurer of farms in the state of Missouri. That's why I'm wearing this big foam finger. It's from the Springfield Cardinals baseball team. They're a farm club. Whether you're a farm or a farm club, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is #1. This foam finger makes my hand sweat. Here, Dan, you take it.
For all your insurance needs, contact me, Farm Bureau Agent Joe Reed in Festus, 636-931-1112, or on Highway 61, just across from Mercy Hospital, Jefferson.
Putting your family first. Hi, this is Cheryl from the Jefferson County Family YMCA, reminding you to sign up for Saturday's Kids Night Out Extravaganza. This fun-filled event is for ages kindergarten through 11 years. Children will spend the evening enjoying crafts, gym games, swimming, and even receive a snack. Have your kids wear their gym shoes and bring their swimsuit and towel. Registration ends Friday evening, so call the Y at 931-9622 to register your child today.
Goes on top 20-14 after the 3-yard run by Justin Gibbons, and they go up 20-14 after the extra point is blocked. Give you a couple other scores. Jefferson R7 leads 38-22 over John F. Kennedy at the end of the third quarter. Here is the kick, and it is an end-over-end kick, a little short, fielded at the 11-yard line by Vondrowski. Up the middle to the 30. Big hold of the 35, tripped up at the 35, falls forward to the 38, and that is well Pacific will start. Another good return by Von Driska. He really just kind of gets going forward and makes you trip him up.
He does a great job, great technique running, gets those shoulder pads down, gets that head tucked in, and really drives forward. He does a phenomenal job once he's got the ball running up the middle.
We'll take a water timeout here with 3:53 left in the third quarter. Take a look at some of the other scores for you. We do have a couple finals for you. As I mentioned, Jefferson R7 leads John F. Kennedy 38-22 at the end of the fourth quarter. Grandview on top of Chaffee 12-0 in the fourth quarter. It's a final at Hillsboro. St. Louis University High School wins 56-14. Windsor is shut out at Afton 43-0, the final there. St. Pius leads Southern Boone County 27-20 in the fourth quarter. Crystal City trailing Brentwood 33-20 at halftime. And Herculaneum leads Scott City 20-8 in the third quarter. This game on KJFF, proudly sponsored by the Bistro at the Square in DeSoto. DeSoto School District and American Family Insurance agent Scott Williams in DeSoto. Also Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. So next time you're down here, please patronize all those fine sponsors for making this game possible. 1st and 10 Pacific at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. They pitch it out after the faked handoff to the right side with room to run for Corey Parrish down the sideline. Tiptoes pushed out of bounds by number 7, Justin Gibbons. And a great carry by Corey Parrish. He picks up a first down.
Great job of picking his way through. Pacific is getting a lot of crackback blocks and things like that are opening up these runs for him. DeSoto's got to start playing with their head up a little more. They're going to get knocked around pretty good.
Into DeSoto territory at the Dragon 44-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Handed off up the middle to Voiles and stuffed immediately. And they drop down the pile. A gain of 2 for Voiles, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Most of Pacific's yards when they're running have been on the outside. They really haven't gotten a lot up the middle.
With the exception of Voiles, he's about the only one that can get yardage up the middle. But they're doing a good job with Voiles of picking and choosing their spots. But the run in the last drive, they were actually throwing the screen plays, which are really running plays. They're not really a pass play.
Long pass to the left side. It is incomplete, and there's another flag, and they're going to get Matt Zerillo for pass interference again. Never turned around. I don't think he really ever put his hands on him. Had his hands up, but just never turned around, found that football, and he's going to get flagged for 15.
Yeah, he's got to get that one corrected. He that's the second time he's put those hands up and just face guarded, essentially, is what it is. He's just guarding the player. He's not playing the ball. Coach is going to talk to him now, try to correct that situation.
So he comes off the field and gets a head pat. So pass interference on DeSoto. That will be a 15-yard penalty. It's a 15-yard penalty in high school, not a spot foul. So 1st and 10 for Pacific. A couple of big penalties for DeSoto, really been one of their big problems.
They had about 65 yards in penalties in the first half. They need to clean that up here in the second.
Roberts keeps it himself. He is brought down from behind by Trey Adams, and maybe a yard on the play, and they should have handed that off, but a good job by DeSoto not buying the fake and watching the football all the way.
Did a phenomenal job there, Ian. Trey came in and just leveled a hit on Ian Roberts on that play for about a 1-yard loss, actually.
Yeah, really no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Remaining at the 33. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They send Vondreska in motion. Roberts dropping back to pass, looking left. Little flip pass the flat to Voiles. He's got some space. Dragging defenders, and he's close to the first down. You know, it takes a couple of guys to bring him down. That first tackle, he just keeps on moving, and he picked up about 3 yards after the first contact, and that's a proud and 8-yard play.
That play looked a little awkward. I think that was a set play on that kind of a delayed screen there over that left side. They've run a lot of those screens on the left side here in the second half.
So 3rd and 2 for Pacific at the 20. Handoff up the middle of Andriska. And really nowhere to go, but I think he did get the first down. He'll pick up about 4 yards, and Pacific lose the chains again. It's been a good long drive here by Pacific.
It really has. They've settled in quite well on the offensive side of the ball. The coach said that they're primarily their run team. They did have quite a few passes, but like I said, they're running these screen plays very effective. They're essentially running plays is what they are.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. DeSoto on top 28-14, but Pacific threatening. Now here's a pass to the right side with room to run, and they will bring him down. That is Shane Henderson with the catch. He is now inside the 5. A first down for Pacific, and they can smell the goal line again and in danger of taking the lead.
That was a great throw over the middle. Excellent pass play on that one. Found the man in that seam between the linebackers and picked up about 13.
1st and goal at the 3 for Pacific. Roberts keeps it himself, and he fumbles it. He bounces, jumps on it, and a loss of a couple yards. They'll lose 2 yards on the play. Jumps on it at the 5.
That's really the only miscue that we've seen on the Pacific side of the ball here in the second half.
So 2nd and goal again from the 5. After the Roberts fumble that he recovered. Dropping back to pass, rolling to his left, got single coverage, wide open to the end zone. Touchdown. Jason Kepke with the catch right in the corner. Roberts found him, and Pacific ties it up here with 104 with the extra point coming, tied at 20 apiece.
That was a well-disguised play. They faked the handoff to the right for the play action. They swung back to the left. The defensive back read it, but he was just too late getting in there to break that play up.
Rome in to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good by plenty, and Pacific takes a 21-20 lead with 1:04 left in the third quarter, and Pacific is back, takes the lead for the first time in the game. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Hi, I'm Dan, and this is Clay. And Clay, I was thinking, maybe we should use music in some of these Farm Bureau insurance commercials. Good idea.
La 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 la.
I was thinking more of a jingle. Right, a jingle.
You don't have to be a farmer to save money with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact me, Alan Depew, for a free quote. 636-931-1112.
If you've been trying to sell a house, you know this is not prime time to sell a piece of property. It is, however, the very best time to give it away. Your donation of a house, a lake lot, or even a commercial property could help you with year-end taxes and liability concerns. Give it to Comtree, a bona fide 501c3 charity, and help the thousands of persons who benefit from health care and family services at all Comtree locations. Check with our website at comtree.org to see how this could create a legacy for you and the community.
The kickoff down the right side to the 20 to the 25, brought down. That is number 9, Hunter Carey, with a decent return. And DeSoto, for the first time tonight, trails, and they will have to come from behind with 1:04 left in this third quarter. Still plenty of time for them.
Yes, there is. There's plenty of time, especially with the way that they've been accumulating their scores. They're getting one big play that really puts them in position to put points on the board. They've done it so far tonight. Let's see if they can do it again here in the third.
How big is that missed extra point there after that third touchdown right now, if this stays the same? 21-20 the lead for Pacific. DeSoto with the ball, starting this new drive at their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Two receivers now to the right, one to the left. One went off tackle. Now they send a man in motion. That's Dakota Kent. They hand it off up the middle, really nowhere to go. That's Charlie Grissom, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage, really nowhere to go, maybe a gain of half a yard.
Pacific had the right defense called there. They just stacked it all up right in the middle. Absolutely nowhere for Grissom to go on that one.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. Receiver to the left, one to the right. 2 men behind the tackles. Smith in the shotgun, man next to him. They throw back to pass, and we'll get a whistle. The play is blown dead. And this is usually in the case of illegal procedure on the offense. And that is what the call is. So DeSoto will back up 5 yards, and that will make it 2nd and 14. Good showing of Pacific fans here tonight. Off to our left, they have shown up and enforced Pacific, not too far here from DeSoto. With 30 seconds left in this third quarter, 2nd and 14 for DeSoto.
Yeah, DeSoto's having a little bit of trouble getting these plays in now. There seems to be some confusion between the offensive line and the what they would call the skill positions.
2 receivers out, 1 to each side. Smith in the gun again. They send a man in motion. They drop back. They flip to that man in motion. It's around the left side, and he is brought down in the backfield. That's number 16, Dakota Kent, and number 52, Devin Moultrie with the tackle. And that's actually a loss of a yard, so make it now 30 and 15, and DeSoto's offense is really stalled here.
That was a great job of pursuit coming from the backside. That was the old student body left play. They tried to get about 6 guys out there pulling on the pitch, and Pacific did a great job of coming down the line and chasing them down.
That will be the final play of the third quarter. We go to the 4th and final quarter. DeSoto trailing Pacific 21-20. We'll be back in 1 minute with the 4th quarter. You're listening to High School Football at KJFF.
Hi, this is Melody with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law office in Hillsborough or Festus. Since 1997, we've offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease, and most importantly, achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsborough. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peevely, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peevely, caring beyond prescription.
KJFF Festus, Crystal City, Imperial, DeSoto.
DeSoto will sprint, trot on down to the other end of the field, moving left to right now. So we start the fourth quarter with Pacific on top, 21-20, with 12 minutes left in this game. DeSoto with the ball, 3rd and 15 at their own 20-yard line. Smith looking over the middle. Now he's in trouble. Now he drops the football, but he falls right on top of it. They sack him, actually, right on top of it. So a break for DeSoto, but a sack on 4th down. They lose a lot of yardage, and they are going to have to bring out the punt team. Bad sequence there for the Dragons.
Devin Moultrie just bolted through that line, got to Zach Smith on that play and brought him down for the big loss.
So DeSoto will bring out the punt team, and Von Driska will go back to receive the punt for Pacific, standing at the DeSoto 42. Smith back to punt it. He's not standing as far back as you would normally see a punter back to punt it away. Now he backs up a little bit, still not that far back. There's the snap, takes a couple steps to his right, boots it high, wobbly kick, bounces at the 43 to the DeSoto 47. So very good starting field position for Pacific as they will take over inside the DeSoto 47-yard line with a chance to extend their lead up 21-20 a minute into this fourth quarter.
Looked like Pacific was perfectly happy with taking the punt. They haven't seen a long punt yet tonight. They didn't even try to field that. They're okay with being 3 yards into DeSoto territory to start this drive. They're showing some confidence in their offense right now.
Big chance for Pacific to go up 2 scores. This is really when DeSoto's defense needs to step up. 1st and 10 at the 47 of DeSoto. Roberts hands it off up the middle. This is Voiles, breaks through the hole and keeps going past the 40 to the 37-yard line. A great carry for Ryan Voiles. Devin Voiles. Dalton Voiles. I'll get it eventually. Dalton Voiles. A big 8-yard pickup. A good carry for him. And Pacific is moving the football. It's actually very close. They're going to have to call official timeout and bring the sticks out to measure.
They do a great job of picking the spots that they're going to run Dalton Voiles right up the middle. He's about the only one that they're doing. They're picking their spots very well when they're looking for DeSoto to change the offense. That may even be an audible by the quarterback on the field. It's hard to say, but Dalton Voiles does a good job of running up the middle with all the big men in there.
A first down picked up by Dalton Voiles on the 10-yard carry, so Pacific gets a fresh set of down. This game on KGFF brought to you by Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Farm Bureau agents Alan Depew and Joe Reed, both in Festus, YMCA of Jefferson County, Comtree, Playhouse and Tire Service, Medicine Shop Pharmacies, all those in Festus, and the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsborough. 1st and 10 for Pacific at the DeSoto 37. Send a man in motion. They take the snap. They hand it off to Voiles up the middle, cuts to the right, and breaks the tackle. Still on his feet with plenty of room to run to the 20, to the 15. Brought down from behind, a 20-something yard pickup by Dalton Voiles, and Pacific is threatening again.
Looks like it's going to be the Dalton Voiles show. 2 plays in a row, 2 first downs, 30 yards. That's a 15-yard average. That's not bad. That'll pad the stats.
Yeah, DeSoto unable to stop that run up the middle, and the Dragons trying to figure out how to get a stop here because the Pacific is threatening again.
DeSoto had a man there on that one. You have to give credit to Dalton Boyles for just powering through that tackle and making it a 20-yard run.
And you wonder if DeSoto might be a little bit gassed here and not taking the elements as well as Pacific. Now we get a whistle in the play, blown dead, and a flag, illegal procedure penalty. Offsides on DeSoto. And so a 5-yard penalty on DeSoto will give 5 free yards to Pacific.
Here in the second half, there's been multiple players over here getting stretched. It looks like they're just cramping up. Looks like the heat might be getting the better of them. There's a lot of players. It seems like the trainer is over here stretching somebody almost continually.
And it seems like you can see that on the field, too. Kind of some bad tackling by DeSoto. Looks like Pacific might be a little bit in better shape than DeSoto right now. And DeSoto's defense has been out there a lot in this second half. Run up the middle to Voiles. This time the D stops him. He slammed down. Give credit to Ray Steele to get in there and bring him down. No gain on the play for Voiles. 10-12 and counting here in the fourth quarter. DeSoto trailing 21-20. But Pacific with the ball deep in DeSoto territory, threatening to score again at the Dragon 11.
They look for Voiles right up the middle again. This time, I don't know if DeSoto shifted late or something, but they had it stacked up in the middle with the 3 big men.
4 receivers out for Pacific, 1 man in the backfield. That is Voiles alone. And now we get a flag on the play. This might be a delay of game. Yes, a delay of game penalty on Pacific, so they will give back that 5 yards that DeSoto gave them on the offsides.
That's the first penalty for Pacific here in the second half for minus 5 yards. That's pretty good football.
Yeah, they played clean, and DeSoto has had some big penalties too. You think about that, 2 pass interference penalties and a couple of that was on third down that gave them a first down.
They had one in the first quarter that resulted in Pacific's first drive. They've had 3 pass interference for 45 yards.
2nd and 9. Voiles up the middle, breaks 3 tackles into the end zone. Touchdown. A great run by Dalton Voiles from the 15-yard line, and he adds to the Pacific lead, and they go up 27-20 now. 9:34 left in the game. A great run by Dalton Voiles, and really DeSoto just cannot bring him down right now.
Dalton Voiles, apparently his conditioning is phenomenal because he's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger as this game goes on. He's just blowing through tackles now. They have to put 3 or 4 people on him to even stand a chance of bringing Voiles down up the middle.
Mitchell Brome on to attempt the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And Pacific goes up 28-20 with 9:34 left in this game. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
You drive a car, you own a home, and you need insurance on both. So why not see if you can save money in the process? When you insure both your home and auto with American Family Insurance, you may qualify for a substantial money-saving discount. Call Scott Williams, your American Family Insurance agent in DeSoto today at 636-586-2111 to find out how you can save money on your home and auto insurance. Scott Williams and the staff at American Family Insurance in DeSoto are proud to support our community and want to wish the DeSoto Dragons the best of luck this football season.
To receive the kick, Hunter carry back deep, a low lining kick. It will bounce at the 5 and go into the end zone, and it will be another touchback for Pacific. Well, DeSoto, after trailing 21-20 for the first time, gives up a touchdown there. Now they are now down 8 with 9:34, still plenty of time. But they could use a long drive here because their offense has just not really been able to put plays together.
No, they haven't. They haven't had anything that's been any long, sustained drive. Pacific's done a good job of that here in the dominating the possession here in the second half. 3 possessions, 3 TDs, 3 extra points. They've only had 1 penalty. The second half has really been about Pacific. They're doing a good job. DeSoto just needs to calm down a little bit, go to their studs. They know where their strengths lie and try to put together a nice, long, sustained drive so some of these big defensive linemen can get a rest, get some water in them, get hydrated, and get ready to make a stop.
Looks like we're getting a water break here on the field. We'll check some scores around the area. Fox lost to Poplar Bluff 35-21. That's a final. Seckman shut out by Pattonville 28-0. A final there. Herculaneum still trailing Scott City at last check 20-8 in the third quarter. Perryville defeats Sumner 13-12. Crystal City down to Brentwood 47-20 in the fourth quarter. St. Pius defeats 27-26 Southern Boone County. That is the final big win for St. Pius, playing a good, after moving up to Class 3, playing some of those tougher classes, so they will win there, and really nothing else has changed since we last told you there. But a good win for St. Pius. First and 10 to Soto at their own 20-yard line. 9:34 to try and tie this game up or take the lead with really 28-20. Run around the right side. Good lead blocking there by DeSoto. Looks like we might have an injury. That was Dakota Kent. And it looks like we've got an injury on the field for DeSoto. Looks like it might just be a cramp right now. That was the lead blocker. I think that was a pulling lineman. Yeah, that looks like, I think that's Lane Harris, I think, number 57. He is the left guard, and he pulled the lead block through for Dakota Kent on the good run. It looks like he's just cramping up there, stretching him out and bringing out some water. So it looks like just a cramp for him. But second time we've seen a cramp from DeSoto. We've not seen a cramp from Pacific, and it looks like Pacific in a little bit better shape than DeSoto is.
Yeah, the heat doesn't seem to be wearing on them as bad. There are a lot of players getting stretched. Everybody's down on a knee, but Pacific seems to be holding up a little better. They seem to be getting a little stronger as this game goes on.
And, just the kind of the tackling. I mean, Ryan Voiles really isn't doing anything that he wasn't doing in the first half. He's just breaking tackles, and DeSoto not really getting in there and wrapping up, which is something they were doing early on.
Yeah, those guys that were down low, driving the shoulder pads into Voiles, 2 and 3 of them at a time. Now you're starting to see some arms get stuck out. That just tells you there is tired. The legs are getting tired. The feet aren't moving the way they're supposed to. That's why the arms are coming out, and Voiles can blow right through those arms. He's a strong enough runner to do that.
And Clint Anderson, the head coach of Pacific, he said that was kind of the difference last year, was they were Pacific able to handle the elements better than DeSoto did last year. Now, Clint Anderson was a little worried about this game because Pacific does not play on a turf field. DeSoto does. And playing on a field turf field like we have here, that holds the heat a little better, makes it a little hotter, and so Pacific, and now that looks like Lane Harness is up and walking off under his own power as that cramp is loosened up. But, Pacific doesn't get to practice on a field turf field, so they're not really conditioned for that. DeSoto is, but it doesn't seem to really matter right now.
No, these kids are playing strong, and they've got a couple of other players. They got a couple of offensive, the center and the 2 guards, they're getting stronger too for Pacific. That conditioning is really starting to show. They're opening up some nice holes so that Voiles can get through to the second line of defense, not just the first anymore.
Well, it was a good carry by Dakota Kent, a gain of about 6 on the play, so it makes it 2nd and 4 for the Dragons from their own 26-yard line. Receivers to each side. Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his left, looking down deep. He's got a man open. That's Carey. Backs up on it, incomplete. And I think some of the DeSoto fans want a flag. Nice coverage there by
Broken up there by Jason Kempke of Pacific. It will bring up a 3rd down.
I think it was
there by Pacific. But Hunter Carey was open, but a little too much air under the ball, a little short.
That was a very well-thrown ball. He just needed a little less hang time on that thing. And you could be looking at 6 there. That was Shane Henderson coming back. He had to recover. He was beat by about 5 yards. That ball was just underthrown just a little bit.
So 3rd and 4 again for DeSoto from their own 26. Now just one receiver out down to the right. 2 tight end set here. They hand it off to Kent around the left side. That 2 tight end side. He is hit immediately and brought down. 3 Pacific Indians on that side. Only had 2 blockers over there and able to wrap him up, push him back. That will be a loss, and that will bring up 4th down. It looks like DeSoto might have to punt. With 8:35 left to play in the game, a 28-20 lead for Pacific.
This, unfortunately, has been DeSoto's MO here for the last couple of times. They get a good play, they get a good run, but they can't put 2 or 3 good ones together on one drive.
Now, it looks like DeSoto was going for it. Now, Zach Smith backs up. He will boot it deep with nobody deep to receive it. Good kick and good bounce, and that will roll out of bounds inside the 40-yard line at the 37-yard line. So a good punt by Zach Smith. And Pacific will get it back with 8:09 left, up by 8. And a big... Now, DeSoto's defense really needs to come up big, and it looks like we've got another DeSoto player down.
I think it's Matt Zarillo. I think it's number 15.
He's down, and this looks like might be a little bit more than just a cramp. Doug Baker, the head coach, out there to tend to him. Trainer out there as well. This game on KJFF. Brought to you by Bistro on the Square in DeSoto School District. Good as new in DeSoto. American Family Insurance agent Scott Williams in DeSoto. And now the player that is down, that is Matt Zaril. Looks like he is up and walking off the field under his umpire, so looks like he is okay. Interesting point, Doug Baker is still here. Looks like he is not gone. As we mentioned, his wife is due to give birth really any day now. I think she's due next week, but he told me that his first kid came early, so she could be coming any day now. His get-back coach has his cell phone and ready to receive that call if it comes, and apparently it is not yet.
Not yet. His wife is being very supportive of her husband's new head coaching position.
Well, the kid inside that must be a football fan.
There you
he
go.
Must know. Handoff right up the middle for Pacific on 1st and 10. Really nowhere to go. The defense swarms.
Gain of about 3 yards.
Gain of a couple. I think that was Voiles on the carry. 7:53 and counting here in the fourth quarter. A 28-20 lead for Pacific. DeSoto really needs to stop here. They can't give up any more points and still try to come from behind. They have not scored. They have not scored since 3:58 left in the third quarter. A gain of 3 on the play for Pacific. 2nd and 7 from their own 40. Roberts driving back to pass, throwing over the middle behind the intended receiver. He was looking for number 84, Shane Henderson, but the throw was behind him. Henderson could not hit the brakes in time. Pass drops, and it will be throwing up 3rd down with 7:21 left.
He's had a few passes where he's behind it. I think he's just not used to the speed. These guys move pretty quick on this turf, especially the speed guys.
So 3rd and 7 again from the 42. Receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Voiles, the lone man behind the quarterback, Ian Roberts, who is in the P-Town pistol, as they call it in Pacific, a little shorter pistol. Now they send a man in motion. They hand it off to Voiles up the middle with a little hole to the left side, but 3 Dragon swarm. Clay Thomas, number 51, Connor Lewis. A couple other Dragons in there on the stop.
And we'll bring up a 4th down for Pacific.
Good stop by DeSoto there. That'll bring up 4th down, and Pacific will have to punt. So a little life for Pacific with 7 minutes and counting, and still trailing by 8.
Deputy will be in the punt formation for Pacific.
Pacific will bring on the punt team with 4th and 6. Snap is high. Punter gets it down. He boots it deep. Spiral kick. Fielded at the 25. And it's loose. It was touched. Now they jump on it at the 27-yard line. Hunter Carey bobbled it a little bit, and Pacific, that was a live ball. Pacific could have gotten on it, but Carey able to pounce on it and retain possession. So with 6:37 left, DeSoto will just try and get something going. They have not really been able to put anything together yet so far. Just seems like they're kind of out of sync. Can't really tell if they want to run, pass, and just haven't really been able to get it going.
Offensively, they just can't put together 3 or 4 good plays. We've seen them. They have big play capability. They can throw the pass. They can make the long run, but they can't put together a sustained drive. And that's what they really need to do, especially so that their big defensive linemen can get some water and just get a little rest.
So 1st and 10 for DeSoto, starting with the ball at their own 27-yard line. One receiver to the right. Now, Kent goes in motion. Smith dropping back to pass. Looking over the middle's got a man open. It's incomplete. Throw was a little short. Pass was behind him. He was looking for number 88, Clay Thomas, the tight end, going right down the middle, but he was right in the middle of 3 Indians, and the pass was a little short.
And Dalton Voiles chasing him down the field to get that hand in there and break it up.
So that will bring up 2nd and 10. DeSoto, they've had the big capability, but, their scores have come after big plays, and that's kind of what you need, and that's really what you need now. Their first score of the game came on an 86-yard completion to Lamont Allen from Zach Smith. That put them on the board first. Then they were able to turn an interception return into a touchdown. 2nd and 10 now at their own 30-27. They hand off to Grissom on the left side following a blocker, and he'll get tripped up for a couple past the 30-yard line to the 31, a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down with 6:17 left.
That's only his 4th run of the second half. Another good ankle tackle by Pacific to break that play up.
It's a 3rd down and 6. DeSoto, hands on the hips, looking into the sideline for the play call. Lamont Allen, lone receiver to the right. Hunter Carey, receiver up top. Smith dropping back, looking left. Now he's going to scramble, and he has brought down a sack all alone by Devin Moultrie. Broke through the line, and he brought down Smith easily, all by himself. Kind of a lack in coverage there for DeSoto. A big loss for the Dragons. That will push them back with 5:30 left.
That play looked very odd. It looked like it was supposed to be maybe a quick out or something like that. Where you're hitting the players in like a 3-step drop and a real quick one. But all the receivers went deep downfield. But there was no time at all for him to do anything other than a short 3-step drop on that one.
DeSoto will go for it on 4th and 15. Spread formation, 4 receivers out. Grissom, the lone man of the backfield. Now we get a timeout, and it will be called by DeSoto. That's probably a good idea. 4th and 15 with the ball at their own 23-yard line. They were spreading them out wide and going for it on 4th down. And really, you kind of need to here with 5:10 left. They haven't really shown the ability that they can stop Pacific, so this might be their last chance.
Yes, Pacific has done a good job of really putting together some sustained drives, keeping the ball out of DeSoto's hands, and just putting the ball down the field, especially with Voiles. Voiles has been a workhorse in here in the second half for them.
Yeah, he's really been big for them, and it just seems like DeSoto just doesn't really have the stamina. They're still a little bit tired, looks like, haven't been able to make good tackles, and their routes are a little sharp, aren't quite as sharp, and you can just tell some hands on the hips, so you see guys cramping up. Looks like that's making a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, this heat's been pretty tough for both teams. It does look like it's getting DeSoto a little more as this game progresses, and Pacific seems to be getting a little stronger and holding up a little better.
So 4th down and 15 for DeSoto. Ball at their own 22-yard line with 5:10 left. 3 receivers to the right side now. Smith rolling right, looking that direction. He's got a couple men. Can't find a guy open. He almost goes out of bounds. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Lamont Allen came from behind. It was right down the sideline. He broke off this route, came back towards the play. Just short. He cannot catch it. We will get a change of downs, an official timeout for a water break here with 5:02 left, and a great field position for Pacific, and that might do it for DeSoto unless they can come up with a big turnover here.
He had 2 players open there. He had Justin Gibbons short, and then he had Lamont Allen a little behind him. And that's one of those things that's tough when you see 2 of your players open at one time. Who am I going to throw to? And a lot of times you see that throw where it goes right in between both of your receivers. Your brain wants to do one thing, your arm does the other, you end up throwing it right down the middle of both of them. And that's looked like what happened here.
Yeah, it was right down the sideline. Allen had to come back for it. He almost made the catch, kind of slid in there, but just a little shy. And so that might be the big dagger there for DeSoto. Great field position for Pacific, and the way that they've run the ball, they could probably keep this clock moving. Up by 8, 28-20 with the ball in their DeSoto territory. 1st and 10 at the 23, 5:02 left in the game.
This is where DeSoto needs another 100-carry interception, return for 68 yards, put him on the 1-yard line.
Other games going on J98 The Boots. Park Hill Central leads Sullivan 27-20 and Farmington trailing Ladue 39-7. And our J98 Web TV exclusive, Roosevelt on top of North County 21-6. First and 10 Pacific from the 23-yard line. High formation, they hand it off up the middle. Really nowhere to go. That is still Lane Smith right up the middle, and he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on the play, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. That will bring up a 2nd down and 10.
You can look at some of these DeSoto players, hands on their hips, kind of shoulders shrugged a little bit, with 4:37 left.
I'm sure Pacific would be perfectly happy here to knock about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock and maybe get a field goal.
Yeah, they certainly had the leg, and Mitchell Brome could go up and give them. Here's Voiles leaps over a defender that was on the ground. He carries 2 more defenders. He's got a 7-yard carry. We get a final from Jefferson R7. The Blue Jays defeat John F. Kennedy 45-28. The final there.
Dustin Voiles this late in the game hurdling over defending players and picking up 7. That's a player who's getting stronger as the game goes on.
Under 4 to play. That was a 4-yard pickup for Voiles, 3rd and 6 now. And Pacific taking all the time off the clock, taking a long time to get the play in. They come set with 5 left on the play clock. There's the snap. Hand off to Boyle off left tackle. Brings 3 defenders with him, and he'll move 2 more extra yards. Another good carry by him. Tackle was made by Justin Gibbons.
Looks like a gain.
Another pickup for Voiles.
That will bring up a 4th.
That'll bring up 4th down and 2 to go, and you could, and the way that Voiles has been running, why not go for here for Pacific? They've shown they can able to move the ball.
Senior quarterback is doing a good job. He's watching the play clock, running it all the way down. He'll snap this ball at about the 3 or 4 second left on the game clock. Doing a good job of taking this clock away.
There's the snap, hand off to Voiles again, up the middle, leaps over the pile, and I think he will pick up the first down. Yes, he'll pick it up with a yard to spare with 2:56 left.
And it is a Pacific first down. The ball will be
Pacific showing a lot of maturity. They're finishing this game the way you're supposed to finish the game. Put the ball in your workhorse's hands, Voiles. Just keep taking time off the clock and just grind it out.
1st and 10 Pacific from the DeSoto 12-yard line. 1st and 10. A little diamond formation here. 3 men in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Clear running formation here. First time we've seen this formation from Pacific. They hand it off to Voiles again, right up the middle. Not much. Little extracurricular activity after the play was dead. A pickup by Voiles, and we've got a DeSoto player down holding his leg, and looks like he is down with a cramp. Pickup of maybe 2. Ball is up to the 10-yard line. The clock stops for DeSoto with 2:19 left. A 28-20 lead for Pacific. And we get a player down for DeSoto with a cramp. We'll check some of the other scores from around the area here if we can. And, we've seen, as we mentioned, whether it could be so many things, whether Pacific it could be a situation where Pacific hydrated better during the week. That's how you have to play when you get heat like this. You have to prepare on Tuesday, hydrating for a game on Friday.
And it is, and they really talk to these kids a lot about especially how they eat nowadays, especially when you are an athlete and going out in this kind of heat, how you eat, how much you eat, when you do it, and the hydration process. You're exactly right. You don't start 5 minutes before the game. That process starts a day or 2 ago, getting your body ready to play in this kind of heat. And it really does look like Pacific is in pretty good condition. We haven't seen much in the way of cramping or injuries on Pacific side.
Yeah, we haven't had a single Pacific player go down with a cramp on the field. There might have been some stretching on the other side of the field that we haven't been able to see. But it has been all kind of DeSoto with the injury problems. We had a couple more finals for you. We go ahead and pass along some of the other scores from around the area. Valley Catholic shuts out St. Vincent 56-0 there. St. Genevieve on trailing Dexter 21-19 in the 3rd quarter. It's a final from Jefferson R7. They defeat John F. Kennedy. Grandview with the victory 20-6 over Chaffee. And the players up is walking under their own power. He mentioned Hillsborough lost to St. Louis University High School. Windsor was shut out in the final there. St. Pius defeats Southern Boone County 27-6. Crystal City trails Brentwood 47-20 in the fourth quarter. Perryville defeats Sumner 13-12. Herculaneum still on top with Scott City 20-8. Seckman is shut out by Pattonville. The final there 28-0. And Fox loses to Poplar Bluff 35-21. Also on the schedule for tomorrow, there are two games in our regional radio listing area. Northwest will play at Hazelwood West, and Festus will play at Westminster Christian Academy. Both of those games will be played at 10 a.m. Originally scheduled for one, moved up because of the heat. 2nd and 9 for Pacific. Diamond formation here, really a goal line formation for Pacific with 2:03 left. Pacific up 8 with the ball. Hand off to Voiles again, to the right side. Cuts outside, brought down from behind by Matt Cirillo. Good open field tackle, but not before Voiles picks up 8 yards, a yard shy, and it will be 3rd down and 1 for Pacific.
That was all Voiles on that play. He started on the inside. DeSoto had it shut down. He just bounced it to the outside, picked up 8. Matt Voiles saving the touchdown there.
DeSoto calls the timeout. We will take the timeout as well. We will be back in 1 minute after this break. Pacific leading DeSoto 28-20 with 1:43 left. We'll take a minute timeout. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Ready to decorate but finding your funds a little short? Or maybe you're a savvy shopper and love to save money. Good as New is the store for you. Every item they carry is good as new. You'll find clean, beautiful furniture and other home decor items, along with jewelry, purses, and so much more. Visit Good as New, located at 602 South Main in DeSoto, or visit their other location, just like new, at 208 North Truman, Highway 6167 in Crystal City.
Faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District would like to welcome their students back to a great 2014-2015 school year. Work hard this year and strive for your personal best. You will carry the accomplishments that you achieve throughout your life. So welcome to the 2014-2015 school year. It's going to be a great year. This message brought to you by the faculty and the staff at the DeSoto School District.
3rd down and 2 for Pacific out of the timeout by DeSoto. Pacific leading 28-20 with 1:43 left in the game. Pacific deep in DeSoto territory at their 5-yard line. Handoff is fumbled and bounced on by the quarterback, Ian Roberts. Mishandled the exchange. Roberts absolutely pounces on it to keep it in Pacific hands. That will bring up 4th down after a loss of a couple. Clock will continue to roll with 1:26 left.
Another good sustained drive. That's the 4th one. This is the only time that they haven't scored here in the second half.
Loss of 5 on the play backs them up to the 10-yard line. And it looks like Pacific will bring out the field goal unit. Clock is rolling with 1:04 and counting left. 5 on the play clock. Kick is up. Mike, I think DeSoto got a hand on it. The kick is wide and short. So a good job by DeSoto there. Maybe I think they got. It looks like they got a hand on that play because Brom has a much better leg than that.
Bro's got a strong enough leg that if they didn't get a hand, he could kick right through a little tip. So somebody had to get a ball on or something. I couldn't tell on the hold from up here that there was any problem with the hold, but it looked okay.
So with 58 seconds left in the game, DeSoto will take over on downs at their own 20-yard line. They need to go 80 yards and need the 2-point conversion as well. Their first score of the game come on an 85-yard pass, so it is possible.
Unfortunately, Lamont Allen was the player that either got cramped up or got injured the last time out. He's on the bench right now.
Smith dropping back, looking right, throwing over the middle. Incomplete, 100 carry, 2 flags on the play, and we'll get a pass interference. Easy call, Lucas Cerolini. An easy pass interference call. He got there way before that ball did. Easy pass interference call and a good break for DeSoto because that also stops the clock.
Yes, it does. And that was an easy call because he hit the player. Even though if you're going for the ball, you can't drive through the player 2 seconds before the ball actually gets there. So both the back judge and the side judge, both of them had that call. And that's exactly what you're right. DeSoto needed to stop the clock.
So a 15-yard penalty on Pacific, move it up to the 35. That only took 4 seconds, 54 left. But still a long way to go for DeSoto. They spread them out wide here. Need to go deep. 4 wide receivers out. Smith dropping back, looking right, gonna throw it way up in the air, intended for Hunter Carey, and it is intercepted by Pacific, and that will do it. Lucas Zerolini, who just committed the pass interference call, has the interception. They threw it to Hunter Carey. He was in double coverage. Zerolini looked like he was the safety who came over and added the help defense, and he picks him off, and Pacific will take over on the interception with 47 seconds left, and that will just about do it for the Dragons.
Absolutely doing what they coached him to do. He was playing center field on that, watching the quarterback the whole way. He just came right over here and just out-jumped everybody to pick that pass off, kept himself in bounds, just as calm as day.
And it was an easy read because Smith, as soon as he took that snap, he looked right, never looked to the left. It was clear he was going to the right the whole time. So 1st and 10, Ian Roberts, the quarterback for Pacific, will take it himself with room to run around the sweep. He'll pick up about 6 yards past the 40-yard line to the 41. With 36 seconds left, they will have to snap the ball one more time, and that will do it for this game. Make sure you stick around after this. We will give you bonus coverage of the J98 game of the week. That is between Park Hills Central at Sullivan, a close one there in the 4th quarter. And then after that, make sure you stick around for the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy In Zone show. We will talk to every regional radio listening coach. Looks like Pacific will just kneel on it here with 10 seconds left. They do. Roberts takes a step, kneels on it, and that will do it. The final here from DeSoto. The Dragons fall in their season opener 28-20, the 2nd year in a row. Pacific able to take the victory. And, it started off real well for DeSoto, Eric. They had a couple big plays, but I think they tired down and their offense stalled in the second half and unable to keep it going.
With the exception of the big plays, they never really did put together any kind of consistency on their drives offensively. They would 1 or 2 good plays, maybe a first down, and then a penalty or a drop pass where it hit somebody in the hands. They just couldn't get anything going offensively. Obviously, they have some things to work on. In the first half, defensively, DeSoto looked pretty good. They played a good ball game in the first half. Pacific made some nice corrections in the second half, and it was Pacific's game here in the second.
Well, so a fortunate loss for Doug Baker in his first game as head coach of the DeSoto Dragons. Clint Anderson, the head coach of Pacific, wins his first as head coach, and a disappointing loss for DeSoto.